Hey followers, this is Emil, and welcome to another JavaScript tutorial. And in this tutorial, we're gonna have about something a little bit different. And I'm actually uploading videos here. I'm just gonna close that down so we can focus. We're going to have about something that I call browser information. Now, what this is better. Well, it's basically a collection of JavaScript commands that you use to get information about your uh, browser. So these are very old commands. I actually think they were specifically made for Netscape Navigator when that was around, but that doesn't exist anymore, and they're still implemented into internet browsers today in Chrome, for example. So let's get started. So first, I want to create a header before the script and all that. Just make it nice looking. I'm just gonna call it browser information. Info information. That's how I spell it, man. I'm just going to make a line between. Actually, I don't think I teach you that in the XHTML tutorials. Anyways, now you know what it is. You're going to see it as well. Now let's start coding some things. So first, I want to create a list of UL, and inside here, I want to create some document rights. So I actually think maybe, just maybe, I should not add this right here. I should probably go ahead and add it after the script tag, actually. That's probably better. And of course, yeah, that's alright. So we're going to be using a lot of document write. So document write, I'm just going to copy this line. Cause it's basically just going to be overused. So let's see how many command. Well, we're going to be using 6 commands. Or 6 document writes, yeah, and six commands, of course. So let's go ahead and get starting. So we should probably add these as well. Double quotation marks inside the parentheses. All right. So first we'll need a a list, a lie, a point. Yeah, I'm just going to add them. Oh, that's outside, man. And here. All right. So alright, let's go ahead and I'm going to make that it bold. We just need a few HTML tags cause I like to have it pretty. Of course you already know what this means. Either way, I'm disappointed if you don't. Alright, so I'm just going to type code or code. I'm just going to type code name. Um and yeah, I should probably I'll end it here. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Here I want to type in application name. Alright, and here I want to type in uh, application version. This is getting a little bit long. However, we'll type in user agent. And basically, yeah, I'll explain this to you later. That's actually a little bit. Yeah, I should probably explain that to you later when we see it before our eyes. And here I will actually go ahead and type in language. Yeah, language. And mine's probably set to Danish. However, that doesn't matter. And platform. Right. So all these things we can get told by only using a few JavaScript commands. So why don't we get started and type them in for fiender? Um, that was Danish. What the hell? Never mind. That was not Danish actually. That was just weird. That was not even Danish. So let's call some functions, or let's type plus and then type in the commands. Navigator. This basically means we're going to get browser information app code name. So what this basically means, we're going to get the application code name, which is basically the corporation. You can say navigator app name. Right, so the app stands for application, so that's basically what that means. Here we're going to type in navigator, navigator, come on, got a typo, app version. So this is the version of the application, of course. Oh god, where is it? Alright, there we are. And we're going to type in navigator, come on, user agent, and here navigator language, and down here finally navigator, getting sick of this, sorry, platform. There we go. Alright, so if we go ahead and say this, we can pretty much tell what it means. The company, or the copyrights, basically the application name, the application version, the, how can I explain this? The software you're using, the corporation, the software, the system you're using, the language, and the the platform you're running on. I'll explain that to you later. But let's go ahead and run this actually in Chrome. Alright, so you can see right now you're thinking, what the hell is this? Let me explain. It's saying codename Mozilla. Now what the hell is this? Netscape. Well, that's what the hell? And Mozilla again, and Win32, and DA. That's Danish. That's not important. But what the hell is this? Well, let me explain. The reason it's saying Mozilla is basically because how can I explain this? It's not how can I explain this? Well, when these commands came out, most of the function, there was a browser war once, when these commands came out. And actually, let's go ahead and run this in Internet Explorer. Then might be easier for me to explain it to you. Cause now we're getting computer history, guys. Now you can see even this is saying Mozilla, and language is saying undefined because that's not supported. Internet Explorer because it's fucking outdated. So let's get Chrome again. That's way better. How do I explain this? You might be thinking, what is this? Is this is it a secret support to Netscape from Chrome, from Google, I mean, or a group of dudes staying together, like Internet Explorer said Mozilla, well, like Google, Microsoft, and Mozilla, like co-oping in this process, or is it, well, no, is Mozilla really Google or Microsoft maybe? Well, the explanation is Microsoft once had very good reasons to use the word Mozilla. When the browser war, that's was on its highest point, that will be around the releases of Netscape 0.1, or sorry, 3.0, and Internet Explorer 3.0. It was kind of getting normal to how can I explain this? How can I explain this? You know, it was actually quite normal to run on Netscape only sites, and some of the webmasters that use the facilities, like Mozilla in the user string, or sorry, some of the webmasters that use the facilities like frames and JavaScript, uh, they told their servers to kind of say like process without Mozilla in the user agent string. The problem was most of these functions already was supported by Internet Explorer. So in Internet Explorer 4.0, so Microsoft go ahead and fixed this problem uh, by saying the user agent as Mozilla, and then it was compatible with the word in parentheses. So now that would make it that makes it possible for Internet Explorer users now to see all these things. But you know, the browser war that was around I can't remember, the 90s maybe. I can't remember when the browser war once was before Windows XP and ME. And you know, it's a very long time ago. But you can see these are still from, you know, you can still see that this is from that time. Now, not many of these things are correct, but we're getting some correct information from this at least. The code name, you know, the company made this. That's definitely not Mozilla, and it's definitely not Netscape. But the application version, I guess that actually is 5.0, and we're running on Windows 64-bit. The WebKit is enabled on this one. The news versions of HTML, it's Google Chrome, and has cooperation with Safari. The language is Danish, and we're running on Windows. So some of these informations are correct. So well, if you get the last version of Netscape, I don't think that exists anymore in the browser, but Netscape Navigator, those information would be correct. But since you know that browser is kind of outdated, this is just kind of, you know, this is not you don't, it's not the most important tutorial in JavaScript. I just thought it was a little bit funny to teach you this and get a little computer history. So well, I've been talking for quite a while now. So basically, that's it with this tutorial, guys. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.